All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Baddie Overwatch League Season 4, Week 1, coming at you for Game 2 of the night. I'm AJS0, joined here with my lovely, lovely co-caster, 30. 30, are you ready for some action?
I am so ready for some action.
Well, that's good, because I am also so ready for some action. You know who's not ready for some action, though, is Team Jeff from the Overwatch team. Already accepting their fate as a bottom feeder team. We've got half the team rocking the San Francisco Shock icon. I'm worried. Any team that identifies with the San Francisco Shock is not the team I would want to be going into the Baddie Overwatch League.
Yeah, I completely agree there. It is a bottom half Overwatch League team and one that doesn't have a lot of promise. But here we are, first map, Eichenwald. So, I mean, let's talk about the teams a little bit. Easy clap on the blue side attack. Did they standardize this?
I think the blue side is defense and red side is attack.
Alright, so we got easy clap on the defense. Their lineup today, Albino Joe, UTech, No Wonder, DeMighty Wolf, Shooter Die, and Heron 911.
And on the red side, the most hyped player in the Baddie Overwatch League, we got Josh Danko alongside his good friends Dano22, capping with Scotch, A. Donnelly, aka Purple Pickle Pie, and Cuban Pete rounding out the roster. And I just got my hopes way too high for the double Torbjorn for a moment there.
Surely, I think we're gonna have to see a Symmetra or Torb tonight on Eichenwald first point.
100%. You know, Albino Joe is in this game. T-Mick is back. We got a few other players. Someone's gonna do it. But looking at the defense here, since we actually have this set up, nothing too surprising. A lot of Eichenwald staples, I would say, coming out of Team Easy Clap. The only thing that's really surprising to me is Shooter Die playing the Orisa. Anyone that remembers last season, basically a Reinhardt one-trick, and I expected that to be the story going into Season 4 here. And it's looking like he really wants to change the story, picking that Orisa. It never went good last season when he changed the story.
That's true, yeah, but hopefully he practiced a little bit. Orisa, an incredibly powerful pick in the meta right now, and extremely good at defense like this, especially when paired with this Roadhog on UTech. They might be looking for some halt into hook combos to start this one off. But the attacking team, Scotch, is going to be on this Reinhardt.
Yeah, pretty standard attack coming out. Just running up the gate here. We got Josh Danko is playing the defense. Dano gets picked early, but Cap'n jumps over straight to the point. He's trying to break the line the old-fashioned way. As a res goes on to Dano. Still a 6v6 in the gate here. Oh, a nice hook out of Josh Danko.
Yep. Cap'n still going in that backline, just distracting, but goes in pretty hard. And he's still alive.
Hey, gets that Yata, so it's 5v5 here. Although he finally goes down at the end here. No wonder with a nice pick. Res onto the Mighty Wolf. So gonna be a one fight for Easy Clap for now.
Yep, Jeff from the Overwatch team. They're setting up on this left side. D.Va going in. But they're gonna wait for their full 6 here.
Yeah, their DPS just now getting back to the fight, but they're gonna lose Mercy in the process. Losing Purple Pickle Pie as well. Losing a lot, and now they're just finally starting to pull back, I think. Really off for a second here, though. They do lose Albino Joe.
Man, UTech going off at the 3K there. Has the ultimate now, the whole hog, and a lot of ultimates actually coming online for Easy Clap.
Yeah, really bad high noon on a No Wonder there. That fight was already well over. Maybe even a fat finger?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, did he... I didn't catch it. Maybe he just did it for the reload. That quick reload.
I think they had that ace regardless, but we have a lot of ults coming in this next fight, so this should be a really big one, as Easy Clap is holding really far back here. Gonna be a nice right side establish out of Team Jeff. As the tire comes down and shuts that one in its tracks, gets a double kill, but A. Donnelly matching, and now this is actually really good for Team Jeff.
Holy man, all of the ultimates practically used in the entire game there. Especially from Jeff and the Overwatch team, just having that Ana ult, but they will successfully take first point on Eichenwald.
Yeah, nice swap. Josh Danko hopping off the McCree onto the Junkrat, something I think he's a bit better at. And builds that tire up in the span of a fight, pops it, doesn't even need it. That was beautiful wombo.
Yeah, well, it's actually switching back to McCree. Maybe. Oh yeah, Tracer. No wonder has flexed over to that Tracer, so probably
This
help
is
counter
the
that.
pick I've wanted to see. We're gonna find out if No Wonder's for real.
So Easy Clap holding that high ground. Shoot or Die into Mighty Wolf though on the lower ground, waiting for that payload to push in here, and then the jump comes through from UTech to go onto the back line. Albino Joe maybe caught in a bad spot. He's taking the damage from D.Va in the backside, and he goes down to start this fight off. An Easy Clap, they're on the route here. But maybe not. Heron coming through with the frags on Junkrat.
Yeah, Josh Dango picking up a 2K as well as they are pushing this fight, this card forward again. Heron jumping in as the Junkrat, gonna get hit by the melee. Now it's just No Wonder doing the old Tracer thing. And he's gonna old Tracy dupe his way out of there.
Yeah, Heron going off though. He 3 or 4 kills there trying to salvage that fight, but Josh Danko finds the Mercy coming through the castle. That is huge. Pops that ultimate on top of bridge. Zoning out the people.
Thanks by No Wonder anyways, and this cart has not stopped moving for even a moment. No Wonder looking for a pulse bomb, gets Cuban Pete. And then the tire from Heron gonna get damaged. That's both healers down for Team Jeff. This should turn into a contest here right at the point 2. As the tanks are going in, No Wonder is in the back line. Scotch trying to block this damage, but it's coming from too many angles. He's going to go down. Easy Clap now pushing this forward, capping the last man to get pillow fucked, and he is going to get pillow fucked.
Yeah, so Easy Clap's Mercy going down early there, but it doesn't matter. They have the ultimates to help support, and they clean up everybody. Pushing back to their spawn here.
Yeah, this is a bit more of an actual pillow fucking. Is Team Jeff now going to have to fight through the castle to reestablish on this cart? Cart's actually in a really tough position to get to. As the Nano Blade coming in from Cap and up on top, gets up by Joe immediately. Now he's going back towards his backline, gets UTech. That's 2 of the stars down for Easy Clap, but Cap'n is not done. Trying to chase down No Wonder. This is a 3 for 0 in favor of Easy Clap. They are moving this forward easy.
Yeah, front line for Jeff from the Overwatch team. They have it at the point here. D.Va Bomb for the zone.
With the D.Va Bomb, and Monkey ult coming out of UTech. It looks like Easy Clap does not want to get Easy Clap just yet, and they're going to find a kill onto Scotch. But Josh Dango from downtown picks up 1 with the Deadeye, and I think Easy Clap actually is going to hold this, at least for now. UTech does go down, though. Captain playing this one super deep, looking for picks onto the healers. He finds the Mighty Wolf first, and no one can hit this Genji.
Captain, yeah, he's just dancing around a point. Did they even know he is there? He's now on the Mercy, but finally No Wonder's able to take him out. It's actually kind of a bad stagger, but Josh Danko, he trades that kill over. And now it looks like Easy Clap have somewhat of control, but here's that Mercy res.
Yes, this is a nice... Ooh, a Cuban Pete gets picked there. That's rough. That's Valkyrie off the menu for Team Jeff.
So, Ult Economy looking up for this fight here. Cuban Pete, he has the Velk for Jeff from the Overwatch team. Josh Danko gets knocked into the sky. Rocket Barrage from Heron takes him out with ease, but the Valkyrie is popped for Easy Clap.
The Nano Blade jumps right off. So just the Dragon Blade, no Nano involved, but maybe that was a suicide call after he had ulted, but regardless, that was a really bad ult on a Cap'n. They could have used that for what could be the final fight of the game here.
Yeah, 26 seconds left.
And now Cuban Pete gets picked, but No Wonder jumps off.
Now he kills him with the Pulse Bomb, but he does take out that Mercy. Cuban Pete does have the Velk, but can he even get back there in time and regroup? Can they even touch the point?
They will not be able to get there with all 6. They're going to need Reinhardt to jump in at the last second. Scotch needs to be a hero with this hammer down, and he's only at half health. Not going to be easy. Scotch now charging onto the point, but a Transcendence comes out, but the Transcendence gets pushed right off the stage by Scotch. Scotch not taking much damage down. He's looking for the hammer down. Only gets 1 there, but it's going to turn into a kill. This is actually looking good. This gets all the spawns back from Team Jeff. A. Donnelly chucking in the D.Va Bomb. And they have established on the cart here, I think this is going to be a 0.2 cap.
Yeah, no wonder he... No, he goes down flashbang, and Jeff in the Overwatch... Oh, don't know if he's there for the stall.
Oh,
the ambient of the heals.
The block off.
Yeah, just some classic stall tactics there, but it's still contested!
0.6, they're still contesting! I don't know what they're hoping to do here. They are so outnumbered. They're just giving up so much ult charge for free for the next fight. That's going to be a 0.2 cap, and now ult economy looking very good for Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yeah, wow. Scotch on that last fight, do or die, charges the Transcendence off the bridge, and then Earth Shatters the Mercy to secure the fight. Big heads-up play from Scotch.
Yeah, great play from Scott, showing he is valuable for something more than just that Mercy we've seen from him in the past.
The Mercy one tricks of last season are gone. It's a whole new perspective.
I'm all alone now.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Shooter die, very purple, gonna go down here. Hammer down coming out of Scotch, only hits one. There's no real follow-up, but it may not be necessary as Kappa and Josh Danko are kind of popping off here. Now, but Deadeye coming out of Josh Danko gets blocked.
Albino Joe going.
For easy clap.
Yeah, Albino Joe diving in there to follow his tank line. Maybe the mistake there, because the payload's rounding the corner in this last stretch of Eichenwald. It gets really tough to defend here, so... Sorry, it gets tough to attack. The defenders have some easy access points to the point here. Dragonblade comes through and he slices down Albino Joe. He was nearly to that Valkyrie. And we have 20 seconds left. Diva Bomb from Jeff of the Overwatch team knocks out Heron. Rez comes through. Advantage Jeff of the Overwatch team. Shoot or die. Only getting the solo shatter.
Now, Albino Joe looking for a res here. He gets it onto Heron, but he might die in the process, though he's jumping around. Those Mercy moves are too good. Buy some time, but not enough. Josh Danko fragging out here, and I think this is going to be an overtime push. No wonder trying to buy time on the Tracer. Buying some time on the Tracer. Shooter died now on the Reinhardt, back on the cart. Albino Joe did come out with the Valkyrie, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Josh Danko takes him right out of the sky. It is just UTech, just Heron. And that team is going to buy a lot of time, but now nice map for the baby girl. And finally coming to an end here. Jeff from the Overwatch team with 0 seconds on the clock gets all 3 points.
Yeah, Albino Joe, he finally had that Valk on that last point there. Gets the first res off, but Josh Danko already channeling the Deadeye and takes out the essentially last hope of trying to stall that one. So they get it there in overtime. We'll see what Easy Clap can do on the attack.
Yeah, a kind of rough first map for, I'm going to say both teams here.
Yeah, there's some blunders on both sides.
It felt like both teams were just kind of taking turns lacking coordination.
Yeah, that's to be expected first week,
first
match
absolutely.
of the BOL Season 4.
Obviously, we've already seen that in Match 1 tonight, so we're probably going to see it in Match 3. You know, it's a long season, and a lot of these teams don't really... We don't know what these teams actually are until week 3, week 4, week 5 even.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
exactly.
One thing we do know, the entire round of attack, and now to start the defense, Josh Danko, the Grandmaster tank player, has been playing nothing but DPS. And,
yeah. That is kind of odd.
I don't know how I feel. I mean, he does play a lot of DPS, both in comp, in pre-made. He was a pretty 50-50 flex player in BOL Season 3. And I do assume we are going to see some tank play out of him as the season goes on. But I do think, while he is that Grandmaster tank player, he's not quite at that level when he's playing as DPS here. I don't know, man. A lot of players think when they're the best player on their team, they just have to play DPS. And I think Josh could be falling victim to that. And it's obviously way too early to be criticizing him for it, but...
True. Yeah, I really think this maybe just boils down to No Wonder's Tracer. If he's an acclaimed Tracer and they just expect him to run it every single map, it's good to have a McCree in your back pocket.
Yeah, man, Tracer is scary. Take it from me. As No Wonder still playing it, as we see Easy Clap coming in on the right here. And they already got Tracer onto the point. They've traded 1 for 2 in favor of the blue team here. Oh man, this is just a massacre. Jeff from the Overwatch team not going to be alive to release another developer update today.
Yeah, UTech playing his tried and true Winston, just dives in and starts it off. Cuban Pete with a real risky res in the middle of everything, and he goes down. But all of his teammates were practically dead, so a real easy first take for Easy Clap. Easy Clap!
That is a long, long time to push this one forward.
So, no switches yet from Jeff from the Overwatch team, sticking with what they got. I mean, they're not even really anywhere close to ultimates, close to 60% now for capping on that Junkrat as he takes out No Wonder. So, a good stagger possibly, maybe halting this attack.
Yeah, Dano under a lot of pressure here from the Winston, but he's going to back out as this cart keeps moving forward. Cap'n putting out some good damage. the lead into this fight. Now it looks like Easy Clap is ready to contest you. They do find a pick onto Scotch to start things off.
Yep, and everyone gets knocked off the bridge. UTech jumps in on the enemy team, but he gets taken out extremely fast. Real low health there as he jumps in. Nearly having that primal rage though, so no wonder able to take out one of the supports. Dano22 on that Zen. UTech's rezzed up. A good fight from Easy Clap. Pulse Bomb takes out Mech.
A really high Rocket Barrage coming out of Heron. He's going to put a lot of DPS down this fight. This is looking very good for Easy Clap. Hero Tire coming in out of Cap, but it only finds one, the Lucio, which Albino Joe in the Valkyrie is going to immediately bring back up. And this is 0.2 in no time. This is close to a perfect game out of Jeff from the Overwatch team. Oh, sorry, out of Easy Clap.
Yeah, they are really cruising on through. And maybe a trend, if I may observe here. BOL, the attacking side, very good. The defense is looking a little weak here.
Yeah, and I mean, even in professional play, that seems to be the case. Overwatch, more of an offense side of the game than a defense side of the game, and we've taken that to the extreme so far. As Easy Clap still pushing forward. Aggressive ult coming out into Mighty Wolf early. This is going to be the backbone fight as the Mercy goes down early. And Donnelly trying to zone with the deep ult, but does not do anything with it. As now Utah is going to this already 2 down for Jeff from the Overwatch team. Make that 3. This is looking good for Easy Clap. They lose the Lucio, but I don't know if that's going to matter, especially with Albino Joe bringing him back up. Just a debuff on the cart, and that is one of the weakest players on Jeff from the Overwatch team. I don't think he's going to be the hero to hold here. As Captain, what are you doing? That's the chandelier. Get off of there. They can get you up there.
And takes out Aaron with the mine. Josh Dangle, he switched over to that Zarya now, so running the triple tank, but maybe a little too late here. Cuban P coming in, looking for some res, maybe just stalling the point. 2 members on from Jeff for the Overwatch team, but this stall's gonna look really grim. All members are up for... Oh, he's got... Actually, Heron's coming back, so it's technically a 5-on-6. Make that less Earth Shatter comes through for Shoot or Die, and any time now. Here's the Rocket Barrage to seal the deal, and they push it on in. How, did it say 420? Blazen? I forget the time.
Let's find out. It'll take us a moment here, isn't it? 4:33. Not quite time to blaze it.
Not yet.
That was rough for Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yes, it was. Yeah, really, just sort of being torn to shreds by the aggressive dive coming from Easy Clap, and that they seem pretty well practiced on that. I mean, UTech, you know, stable from last season on the winning team there with the dive meta in full swing. I mean, dive's still around. There's more compositions you can play now on certain maps, but dive, it still works, and they're making it work.
And I think it makes even more sense here in the Batty Overwatch League than it does at the professional level, because so many of these teams are put together with Jeff from the Overwatch team. Josh Danko and Captain probably have to be 2 of the best 3 or 4 players in the entire league for this team to succeed. At least that's what the early expectation is. When you can just dive the 4 other players on that team and just ignore the 2 superstars, it's hard to win fights no matter how brilliant Josh Danko and Captain might be individually. And we saw that to a T so far in this map.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Josh Danko on the McCree early on, and McCree can be pretty susceptible to being dove, so he was getting taken out pretty early in some of the fights, but they're sticking with Soldier and Genji for their 2 DPS on this really tough defense coming in from Jeff for the Overwatch team. No wonder he's going high, and he's going around. He's looking for the point.
Yeah, no wonder now just kind of tickling everyone's butt from the backside along with Heron up in the air. This is just too many angles for these Jeff from the Overwatch team to defend. As this is just another massacre on the points. All
yeah.
I need is this one tick. I think they're about to get it.
Yeah.
And, whew.
Easy clap with the easy clap.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of obvious options for play of the game here, but looks like it's going to be UTech on the Monkey was creating a lot of pressure all map long, but right here at the end of their attack, just, man, this is literally no aim, no brain Winston main.
Oh my god.
He didn't even do anything. He just left with them.
He missed 2 melee. I think he might have hit a melee, missed a melee, and then left clicked. Thanks, Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, Jeff from the Overwatch team kind of did this himself. You put that champ in the game.
precisely. So, yeah, Easy Clap taking the 1-0 start here in the match on Eichenwald. So we move into our 2CP map, which will be Hanamura. And, Dive obviously working really well for Easy Clap. You can expect them to do the same on Hanamura, especially a 2CP map. Where getting that 1 or 2 picks on the supports is the point.
Yeah, that would be my assumption here. And until it stops working, I see no reason why they're going to change it up. And one player that we maybe do want to see things change up, Cap'n, was he Genji every minute of that first map? Or no, I think he played Junkrat briefly at one point.
Yeah, Cap'n?
Yeah.
Yeah, he... Junk or Genji? Pretty sure the whole...
I know, I've heard a few people say that they were concerned he might be too much of a Genji one-trick, and with the way this team is built, it might be really rough for them if he doesn't become a lot more versatile fast.
Traveling to Hanamura.
True, yeah. I mean, if you got the Genji one-trick, you can try to build just that standard 4 core for Dive, D.Va, Winston, Tracer, Genji, but that would also mean you need a Tracer player, which is lacking on Jeff from the Overwatch team. And I mean, Winston, D.Va can be played, but at what level can they really follow Cap'n on his Genji? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Heron on the defense here. Is this a Symmetra pick?
Don't get excited, he's baiting you.
Ah, baited Sombra! Oh, I just want it.
Why do I like Sombra so much, 30? I just want to be. I want to be good at her.
Yeah.
And I play her, and like it's the worst.
It's the worst as in it's real tough.
Me, yeah, I'm the worst. I love her, and I can't even play her, dude.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie.
Yeah, I am not good. That's why I play support. Anyone else that's not good at Overwatch, I recommend you do the same.
Or Winston.
Winston
Apparently.
also up there, but you know who is not good at Winston is UTech, who is so not good. He's going to show us how not good he is by playing Roadhog here. A much more skill-intensive champion. Hero.
Yep, so Hog Orisa combo once again for the defensive team here. Mercy Lucio on the defense for Hanamura. Helps the 2 fatties, Roadhog and Orisa, navigate around, maybe fall back to the point, but maybe would like to see a Zen. Maybe it's
I'm not a fan of the Lucio here, but I think the Mighty Wolf's just, he's fairly low level, gonna probably have one of the smaller hero pools. Probably just going with something safe here, and that's all they need for how that first map went. As we do see a Maywall splits this team a nice entryway. Jeff from the Overwatch team rushing on in on the far side. Cap'n has already popped his Wraith on Reaper, and he goes down, so does Dano. And Easy Clap back to Easy Clapping.
Yeah. So yeah, a good rush to the gate there. Josh Dango on that May with the horizontal wall, or vertical wall, the crossing wall to get everyone onto that right side. But then they split up into 3 and 3, and the first 3 went in, and that double kill from Heron seals the deal in that first attack. I think there might have been a switch up there on Jeff from the Overwatch team, but I'm not sure. They're still going to run. Oh, they're actually off the May now.
Yeah, that was a one-time attempt. Josh has told me he can play May, but I've never seen it much, so I think that makes sense as a one-attempt cheese push.
Yeah. Yep, Dano 22, that Lucio for Jeff from the Overwatch team, so they're going to go here with the speed boost. They're going in, they're diving. D.Va, Lucio, they're on the right side, they're kind of split up. Josh Danko now is on the point contesting, but he gets left-clicked hard by UTech on this. Roadhog, a triple tire out of Heron. The Easy Clap tire. And Jeff from the Overwatch team, they're going to go back to the drawing board.
I was going to say before this match that hopefully Jeff from the Overwatch team not too disheartened by getting absolutely rolled on Eichenwald. Obviously in the first match, the Knights, Waifu Superstar 2, got pretty rolled on Eichenwald before making the last 2 maps competitive. But so far, not so good for Jeff from the Overwatch team following that script.
Yeah, not yet. And Josh Danko, he switches to the Junkrat now. A lot of switches and losing a potential large amount of ult charge here. UTech pops the whole hog, zoning everyone off at this point. The Primal Rage comes through from Scotch. But he's gonna eat a whole lot of hog with it. Captain though with the Death Blossom onto the point.
Ooh,
2 kills, 3 kills.
That could be just the play they needed. Is now they are showing the sole members of Easy Clap off at this point. And I think Jeff from the Overwatch team looks like that Josh Danko swap on a Junkrat may be enough. Is a huge Death Blossom potential play of the game there coming out of Cap'n, and we're gonna have our first sign of life all night from Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yeah, but they had to use a lot of ults to get there. They only have Diva Bomb up for this first initial push onto point 2 here. Heron with that tire, Albino Joe with the Velk, so you'd expect a team wipe here. Or at least a lost fight from Jeff the Overwatch team, but let's see how many ults they can bait out.
Yeah, A. Donnelly does have the Diva Bomb available, though. This is a very good point for the Diva Bomb, as the tire comes out and picks Cuban Pete. Gonna delay this push for a while.
Yep, standard tire there. Staggering the attacking side down to 5 members, and they're just gonna hold on the top right here from Jeff the Overwatch team and wait for their support.
And now, ults are starting to look all right from Jeff and the Overwatch team, though. They're close on quite a few.
Yep, sound barrier up.
As they're all coming for this upper left push. Watch out, Diva Bomb coming in, but that shouldn't get anyone. No, I stand corrected. It does get Zenyatta positioned very poorly there. Now, Albino Joe trying to solo here. He does have Valkyrie available if it's needed. But I think Jeff from the Overwatch team is going to be just trying to get out of this one. No, Josh Danko actually playing to the point. He's trying to be the hero we need.
Oh wow, dude! No wonder with the 200 IQ soldier positioning. Did you catch how he got up here? I know how people don't. You can jump on this like little middle pedestal thing from the high ground on the left side. So he did two helix jumps to get over there.
Yeah, you know, some Overwatch players like to go do the training dummy or maybe even load up like Counter-Strike or something to practice their aim. But everyone knows a real soldier pro is actually warming up in Mario.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I mean, this is a really good spot for No Wonder to be. Albino Joey, he has another target he can jump to when things get real dangerous. UTech taking out Scotch a little too far forward, not with his team, so a 5v6 situation from Jeff the Overwatch team. Yeah, they gotta get some divers on this soldier, man. He's just gonna rain down the hit scan.
Yeah, and they're not doing a good job of that. Captain gets picked off by the tire there, although Rez does come out of Cuban Pete's. By the way, Josh Danko, yet another swap. He is on the Roadhog as he lands a hook there, but that's a monkey. He's going to be able to get out, although he's being chased by the Diva here. Attack buys are coming from the high ground, though. Keep an eye on No Wonder here. He's putting down some good DPS, but maybe not as much as we expected. Valkyrie coming out of Albino Joe. As this is a really awkward but split by Josh Danko. Oh! No Wonder, get the fuck down on the ground.
Two moths are flying around. Swat these moths out of the sky. Cuban P with the res on the Josh Danko here, and definitely Overwatch team, they're throwing everything into the pit. They're going for at least a tick here, but there's going to be a lot of members from Easy Clap coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, but the tanks are stepping off the point. Now that pie slowly ticking up, as it's a man advantage for Jeff from the Overwatch team. They get the first tick. They're actually doing a really good job of staggering Easy Clap. No Wonder trying to be a hero, but he was never on the point there. And that's going to be both points capped from Jeff from the Overwatch team. And maybe he wrote them off too soon.
Yeah, I did. Something happened there. The Scotch with that Primal Rage looked surprisingly effective. So, Jeff from the Overwatch team, signs of life. Getting 2 points on the board for Hanamura.
It's obvious. As long as Josh Danko's the best player in the league on 10 different heroes, they'll have a chance. And that was kind of the case in that first match. He's trying to bust out the full roster.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really heads-up hook, too. I mean, No Wonder playing a little too close to the edge. I mean, obviously he has to peek over to try to deal the damage, but I think Josh Danko mind-gamed him there and walked right into the hook. And Danko, that's bad. Yeah.
Don't let me memeing about Josh Danko let anyone think I'm serious. He's a fucking beast, and I do think he tends to have very good heads-up swaps. He's not someone to sit on a hero for 2 minutes too long, like pretty much every player in the league. And yeah, I like to see him on a tank. He is a very good tank player, as we see another 3-tank comp coming out of Jeff from the Overwatch team on defense here. I really like 3-tank here on this first point defense.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty damn good. I mean, and also running the Ana, some good combos there. Nano Hog, Nano Visor obviously is a classic, but you can also run a Lucio here. Got to speed those fatties in. It is usually picked in the quad tank competition, but they're gonna make it work. They're gonna.
Yeah, fortunately, we have Honor here in the Batty Overwatch League. No quad tank compositions allowed.
Oh, really?
I'm down. You want it? We're the 3 commissioners in the channel. You guys want to house rule that right now? Hell, you and I think we can overrule Zed if we both agree. 30, quick, sign off.
I don't know, dude. I'm interested in it.
No!
Yeah, it's intriguing.
You're the problem. You're the cancer killing Overwatch 30.
Don't nerf Mercy.
Alright, so Josh Danko gonna whip the first hook. Is UTech pushing this tempo right away? Gets purpled early on, and he is not quite getting bursted down though. A nice push coming out as Cuban Pete goes down. A Donnelly losing his mech. Scotch going down, and Easy Clap, maybe back to easy clapping already. As Captain's gonna have to find a hero play to hold this point. And I don't think he's gonna find it.
No. Yeah, I mean, these dives from Easy Clap are so chaotic. They sort of spread the enemy team so far and so thin, and they just take out the squishies. Dano 22, or sorry, Albino Joe, or no, sorry, Dano 22 on that Mercy, going down early there.
Yeah,
or actually,
Captain,
Cuban Pete. They actually switched.
a lot of swaps.
Whoa,
Captain
yeah.
onto the Reaper, Cuban Pete onto the Symmetra. This is not a good Symmetra swap. I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah, no, this is dubious at best. Easy Clap, they already taken control of the high ground.
Oh, they grabbed Dano right away too.
Yeah, that's big. Oh, but he pulls him into the Symmetra turrets, trying to get some damage down. They are sticking together as a unit, Jeff from the Overwatch team. And the res, though, Joe Res is in the middle of the trifecta. Heron gets pulled, he goes down, and Easy Clap dismantled.
Yeah, no wonder had the high ground with no contention, but was not enough to win that fight. It got picked early, and there's no reestablish from Easy Clap, but they are not on any kind of timer yet.
Yeah, 6 minutes. Anything over 6 minutes in Overwatch, it's a lot of time. A lot of pushes, but you know, you can hold it. I've seen teams hold it before. Cuban Pete, now that I think about it, I mean, the dive is so aggressive, just talking about that. Symmetra is good against dive, but just not on a second point.
Yeah, a little late, but Josh Danko now popping the whole hog here on defense, chucking the whole thing into that Reinhardt shield before finally breaking it. As Cap'n does find the pick on UTech there. So a bit of a split. Oh, there's a nice hook on it, no wonder, but Josh Danko fails the combo, and Josh Danko actually goes down. Now Valkyrie coming in. UTech is up. This is man advantage for Jeff from the Overwatch team, as it looks like they want to drop. Heron only being challenged by Symmetra turrets in the air right now, as these are a bunch of picks for Easy Clap.
Yeah.
Donnelly loses the mech in a bad place as Josh Danko trying to be the hero on this point. But he's going to have to be one whole of a hog to hold this one, and I don't think he's going to be able to as he goes down there. And that should be a point cap from Easy Clap. A nice zone from UTech. And that is 3 minutes faster on the push from Easy Clap. But we are going into round 2.
Yeah. No wonder with the visor from the high ground again, and also damage boost from the Valkyrie on top, and there was just no one that could really contest that high ground quickly from Jeff from the Overwatch team. 2 slow-moving tanks, Reinhardt and Roadhog. So he's got clapping again.
Clapping again, indeed.
Now, Symmetra first point defense. That's something that I could see working.
Yeah, time will tell. They are on attack you to start, so it'll be at least a few minutes before we get the chance to see that again. A few more new picks coming out of Easy Clap. We've got UTech playing Zarya for, I believe, the first time tonight. Heron over to the Junkrats. No wonder on the McCree.
Yeah, so these guys are actually running Easy Clap on the defense. They're running another pretty standard tank line, Ryan and Zarya, a Ryan Zarya composition, as people call it. Just a lot of, you know, meatiness in the front there. Lucio to help speed boost those guys and start swinging and getting that Zarya charge way high.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend
And most importantly, Albino Joe on the Mercy.
Yes.
Mercy is love. Mercy is life.
Yeah.
Mercy is meta. do see Scotch maybe just snuck into the far right on the Winston.
Yep, he's back there, but Aaron sniffs this one out. He's looking for him.
Yeah, Adonly gets chunked for free in this front gate. This is maybe not a great situation for Jeff and the Overwatch team, but it looks like they're pushing him regardless. Scotch, though, maybe a little off sync with his team. Gonna go down first, but the team has to push this one anyways. He dies trying to get the res off, and this should be another easy clap for easy clap.
Yeah.
They're now advantage 3.
Yeah, that was a juicy, like, 2-3-man flashbang there as they try to walk onto the point. They push in right after A. Donnelly got D-Mech there, so little miscommunication there. Or not the most effective 6-person fight you can put up, but they're going to try again. Minute 17 on the clock. Dano's switching over to the Zenyatta. Oh wait, he was already on that, but he almost has the Transcendence.
Yeah, this is a tough composition for Jeff and the Overwatch team. You rarely see a team with no shields coming through this gate. Their only option is to jump in and disrupt the backline, as Cupid has to res Cabin for this push to have a chance. Scotch, once again, looked a little out of sync with his team. He's going very low, trying to get topped up, but not going to be. Nice double healer, kill Tire out of Hair 911. And this is just, it's so awkward watching Jeff and the Overwatch team try to push this. They have no way of getting through that gate other than Scott jumps in and everyone tries to follow, and they haven't been able to sync that up properly yet.
Yeah, no, not anywhere close to that, but no wonder he finds Captain snooping around on that backside. He knew he was there, it was just a matter of dancing in and out, and he hits that flashbang.
It's a bad time to get picked too, as he's going to be not really have a chance to get up to the setup going into this last fight. And Scotch going in maybe a little prematurely here. Captain was nowhere close. As Scotch trying to, he does have the whole monkey available. And he's not really getting chunked out. A grab comes out, but it's going to be sound. Actually, both teams are grabbed here. Shooter died though on the other side of the fight with a nice hammer. But no one's going down just yet. Adonly finally the first to fall, but he's going to be res. Captain looking for kills, and he's going to get a nice blade. He gets 3 kills already. And maybe this will be good for Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yeah, they got the belt coming in now, so this is definitely a one fight. Captain with the 3K on that Dragon Blade. No wonder not able to hit the flashbang to stop that in its tracks, and they get it in overtime.
Yeah, so they'll get, I believe, 30 seconds on the clock here to rush onto point 2. Only ult available, going to be the Diva Bomb. Heron, 92% towards the Junkrat Tire, the only ult close for easy clap. So watch for those two.
Yeah, this is spicy actually. This is the best you can get for 24 seconds left. That's a pretty good scenario to walk into.
Yeah, A. Donnelly coming up the front, looking for the big self-destruct. They are playing this very slowly now. A. Donnelly finally jumping onto the point. Point has been touched. Scotch getting on as well. As Captain being pocketed up top, and he finds 2 kills early. This is going good for Jeff with the Overwatch team. Albano Show is down. Now the team bomb zoning everyone off the point. Shooter Guy just blocking for himself as he takes a Scotch to the backside. And no wonder, trying to find a contest here. Dano is the first to fall from Jeff from the Overwatch team, but this is still a big stagger in favor of Team Jeff. Now Cuban Pete goes down, that's no healers available, and this could actually be a retake before the first tick.
Yeah, that's not looking good now with the no healers. No wonder, and Mighty Wolf and one tank from Easy Clap, they were able to stay alive there near the end of the fight, and Primal Rage comes through from Scotch, but that's going to be it. A hold on the second point from Easy Clap.
That was a good start to the take, but they weren't able to get the follow through properly. But still, for how bad that was looking, they get all 3 ticks on the first point. But at the same time, we have not seen Easy Clap slow down on its offense yet.
No.
And well, I guess I see no reason to think they will until they do. So, tall task ahead of Team Jeff here.
Yeah, absolutely, and looks like for their actually, so they're was it Shooter Die and UTech on the team together last season?
Yes.
Yeah, so I remember last season they were running this Ryan Winston before. I mean, it's honestly like not a thing, but I've heard some pros talk about it, that it's good in niche situations. Maybe this is one of them, but they always seem to make it work last season. A little bit slower than your Diva, but they're gonna try to plow through with Ryan.
Yeah, I honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say 75% of the time in all maps, Wang Zheng Tower was running that combo. And that trio even, because Albino Joe was fairly close to a Mercy one trick last season as well. And I've been very impressed with him so far. This is not a guy who got a chance to play much Mercy in the offseason. He was playing, you know, competitive every Wednesday with me. The resident Mercy one trick for Team Swain. So this isn't something he's been practicing in pre-made until this BOL draft. And he's been making it work.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He always just knows how to stay alive to the very end, trying to bait out people going for him. Heron on this pharmacy from Easy Clap. UTech jumps in, looking for some damage, but
Back to
the stairs, so.
Well, now that's down. That's both healers down from Jeff from the Overwatch team, and this is another early disaster. Cap'n and Scotch down. It is just Josh Danko remaining on his beloved D.Va. And sorry, Josh, your waifu is shit, and you have lost the point.
Another easy take from Easy Clap. This is, I mean, it's too easy. This name is, it just works.
Yeah, if you're gonna name yourself Easy Clap, this is about how you have to play to justify.
Right?
Yeah,
It'd be awkward if it wasn't.
That it would. And now they have 4 minutes and 52 seconds to take a single tick on point 2.
Well, we might get another draw of the night here on Hanamura. It's 2 CP. Anything can happen. And A. Donnelly, he's switching over to that pharmacy now, along with Cuban Pete on the high ground over on this right side here. Just a regroup coming in from Easy Clap, trying to get everyone on the same page here. Looks like they're gonna go into that top side and push it there. But UTech sneaks through the middle, jumps on the point, starts contesting.
And that's a line break. He has drawn everyone back his way, but oh, he goes down fast. A little off tempo is Team Easy Clap. As now Shooter Die jumping in. Albino Joke does get picked early by Cap'n. This might be alright for Jeff from the Overwatch team. Oh no, now they're losing bodies. A. Donnelly gets res, and this could still be okay. As yes, there's some nice follow-through kills coming from Jeff.
Yep, and Cap'n now has that Deadeye. Really good here on a wide open second point of Hanamura.
Yeah, Josh Danko got the D.Va bomb as well. Watch out for that. This is not your silver D.Va ultimate you're about to see.
Oh yeah, he has some pretty advanced D.Va bombs, and I'd like to see him like throw like some kind of like preset bomb. There's tons of them on every map. You can check out YouTube, guys. It's really cool. You can just see a line up and then literally press forward and shift and launch it. But looks like they're gonna do the same strategy here. UTech going underneath onto that bridge. He jumps in and goes to the high ground instead of contesting the point. But it's sort of a bait and switch. Everyone goes onto the point now here with a double barrage, and that is it. A very low amount of percentage needed.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing way to end that match. As it's going to be another win for Easy Clap. And play of the game going to be going over to Scotch as a consolation prize here. This is the theme of the night is Winston's. Oh, at least this one's ultimated. So he's going to get one nice knockoff. He's going to kind of smack some kids around as Cap'n was in there at the same time, killing everybody.
Nice. Oh, but the 4 card coming through with the Easy Clap.
Yeah, and probably to be expected with how that match went.
Yeah, I mean, if these first 2 maps, you know, have any indicator of this 3rd map, which will be Watchpoint Gibraltar, not looking too hopeful from Jeff from the Overwatch team, but it's a new map, new mindset. Maybe some wacky compositions they can throw out here on Gibraltar, which is pure escort. Maybe try some pirate ship, Bastion, or Risa onto the point. So we'll just wait for the ready up from all of the players here. C9, yeah, that's right, Twitch chat. a classic C9. You know, it's funny. I forget which Owl caster brought this up recently. C9's not an Overwatch League team anymore, but the meme lives on.
Memes are forever.
That is true.
And fortunately, you know, Cloud9's social media post about the London Spitfire, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting on Easy
While we
Clap
have
here.
seconds, do you want to shit on Blizzard a bit?
Oh, sure. Wait, Blizzard
How
or
is
Riot?
Blizzard or Riot. I mean, if you really want to.
Well, I mean, Blizzard's doing a lot of good things, and I like to compare them against Riot.
But they
Wait,
still
you go.
listen. Okay, first of all, I like to play Riot and Blizzard against each other like a kid whose parents divorced when they were young and it's Christmas and you really want to get good presents from both of them. So I will take whichever side benefits me at the time. But I am really disappointed that Blizzard has yet to push through any of the new spectator features to live. I was so excited for directed camera and for potentially colored outlines in custom games. And as you can see, we have had neither. Still controlling the camera myself. It's tough.
It's tough, but I mean, the spectator has come a long way.
Yes, it is still better. But the idea of one day syncing up directed camera and both casters simultaneously would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, let's hope for it for the Blizzard World update in 2 weeks or so. Maybe they'll push that.
I have
then.
my fingers crossed. And
yeah.
Any of those spectator features would be great. Obviously, the Overwatch League has been a fantastic product through a week and a day. I don't even know how the Overwatch League's going right now. You know, if we were better at this, we'd be giving everyone updates. But I will say, Overwatch League viewership in day 5 down. Baddie Overwatch League viewership up. Maybe not related, but possibly related.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If you're watching this stream right now, if this wasn't on, what would you be watching? Think about it.
We better be careful. Blizzard likes shutting down the amateur streams. No one flip this and send it to Blizzard.
The scene is perfectly crafted by us. Only by us.
One kill.
Alright, so we got Jeff from the Overwatch team setting up on defense here. Going back to the Genji from Cap'n. Josh Danko sticking with the Diva. A Donnelly going to be playing high ground soldier as it looks like they're content to switch Josh and Purple Pickle Pie up.
Ooh, and no wonder with the first Widow pick of BOL Season 4. Takes a Helix Rocket to the body. He'll just take that. And here we go. Easy clap. He's trying to push this payload, and there it is. No wonder getting that first pick onto A Donnelly. The res does come through, though.
Yeah, UTech now up in the high ground, disrupting everything he can. He is being pocketed. Oh, that is so toxic. As this is looking like a good push for Easy Clap. They have this cart well under the bridge, and now Jeff from the Overwatch team, they don't even realize what they're contesting up there. They're contesting the high ground for no reason, and now Cap'n and Dan will fall. They're trying a retake from the backside with just A Donnelly and Diva, and I think Josh has to go for a suicide here, but no, he's coming towards the cart. Oh, this coordination was awful, as now it's actually going to be a pincer collapse, but A Donnelly dies very early. Looking for a res, and they're gonna get it. And actually, they get a Mono Joe, too. This might have actually been a good flank out of Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Yeah. No wonder that. He was actually sort of idly walking around. I mean, I think he was waiting for some heals, and his team's just like, oh, we'll push it. See you later. And then, like you said, the pincer move set up, and Jeff from the Overwatch team with the first hold.
Yeah, so Josh Danko with the first ult of the match, by the way. No wonder swapping off that Widowmaker just as I was about to get more excited about it. Back to the Tracer. Maybe makes sense given the card situation. As Josh Danko tossing in the early Diva Bomb, and he's gonna find Albino Joe for free there.
Wow.
Nice delay forced.
Yeah. I don't know if he was if that was calculated or just like I'll take anything I can get, but taking out the Mercy, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, well, a lot of teams don't expect that Diva ult to come in that aggressively. Catches Albino Joe with his pants down, and that's never how you want to be caught.
Yep. Cap'n on this Genji still, he has the Dragon Blade in 3%. He's able to hold this high ground here and stopping Easy Clap from taking control of that.
Has the Nano boost as well. And there we go, Nano Blade coming out. Cap'n going in on the top, looking for anything and everything as he is slicing and dicing in the side room. He just now finally finds the first kill, immediately res. Nano does go down, and not a super effective Nano Blade coming out. But we still do see an aggressive fight coming out of Jeff from the Overwatch team. It is 5 versus 5, as now a bunch of them start to fall. UTech full monkeying out. And it's just Josh Danko trying to buy 3% from an ult there, but not able to get to it. He's going to die. That's going to be a 0.1 for Easy Clap.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see that happen. Nano Blade comes through and it picks up only 1 kill there. I think the speed boost to Mighty Wolf on that Lucio, just speed boosting everyone down the stairs.
UTech and No Wonder going to pillow fuck the enemy team, but No Wonder does get popped there. Nice hit knocking out of A Donnelly. And O'Haron with the 3, the 4K. Coming up top is the Pharah. It is just one pushing this card and Shooter Die shielding against nothing right now. Diva ult comes out of Josh Danko, maybe too aggressively. He doesn't find close to anything there.
Yeah, it's cute to try him every once in a while, but I think they really needed that one coming up into this this hold here.
Yeah, and Josh Danko actually, I thought was staggering badly there, but doesn't take a whole lot of damage. Now Dano may be in some trouble here though. As they do find a pick onto Hair, this could be a chance for a fight here. Res comes out of Albano Joe. Ooh, Scotch does go down from jumping Overwatch, but still no one near the cut. Now Josh finally getting on, only a few meters from point 2. Josh has to be careful not to step off here as he loses the mech and he loses his life. Captain gets on less than a meter from the finish. But this does not look good from Jeff the Overwatch team as the sound barrier comes out.
Yeah, but they have Nano and Bongo here. Let's see if they use it. They're the double res coming in from the Valkyrie. Pulse Bomb takes out Scotch and a lot of kills in the kill feed for Easy Clap. Rocket Barrage on through to finish it out, and they take second point.
A team kill, and they are still close. Well, I guess they're close to 100. 85 on the Valkyrie. A lot of ult charge available from Jeff and the Overwatch team, though. They should be able to win this next fight. It'll be a disaster if they don't. Reducing the pharmacy, pushing fairly high here.
Yeah, Captain actually switching over to the Widow, so he really only has this bridge on the defensive side to sort of sit at.
Yeah, they're probably feeling like there's somebody has to get onto this fair, and there it is. Captain picks Aaron out of the sky. Monkey fails the jump, and this should be more free damage for Captain. But the cart still has not stopped moving.
Yep, Rez comes through onto A Donnelly there, so resetting that fight, 6v6 now. Bongo is already slapped onto the ground. Damage boost is coming through for the whole team of Jeff from the Overwatch team. Josh getting that mech back, and they're holding the line, but maybe not for long. Cuban Pete, the Mercy, going down.
Cart still being pushed, though, as Dano does go down. Shooter died out, starting to play forward with the hammer. It's a lot of Jeffs from the Overwatch team dead. Captain looking for the hero Widow play in the back, but maybe not the hero you want to find. The hero play with is Cuban Pete doesn't get anything on the jump in there. Valkyrie coming out, Albino Joe proactively, but not needed. Full push with 2.5 minutes remaining for Easy Clap.
Yeah, solid performance there. I mean, very few snakes. I mean, they maybe a couple fights lost, if that. Just good ult usage and really sticking into those fights and knowing when to pop them.
And I guess for Jeff from the Overwatch team, that was maybe the best first round they've played tonight.
Yeah.
I would 2.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, it seems like they're getting a little bit better each map as the night goes on. Let's see what they can do here on this attacking side. Downtown, he's hovering. He's hovering the Bastion.
They're gonna play it. I feel confidence that they're gonna play it. Whether it's
I
Dano
do
or
too.
somebody else.
Oh, man, I wish Danko would pick that Doomfist. Doomfist is he's actually pretty cheesy on the first point Gibraltar because he can get on top of that bridge and slam a support on that high ground.
And Josh Danko's Doomfist is like your Hanzo. You have to beg him not to pick it.
Okay, then I would recommend he not play that. Just compare it to mine.
Maybe I held him back.
No, maybe to explore his true potential.
If I watch Josh Danko come out here and Doomfist and get like 40 elims,
the egg on your face.
I'm gonna go Sayori myself, dude. I hope that doesn't happen.
In 30 seconds.
Enough waiting around.
But it looks like maybe the Bastion not gonna happen. Captain starting here on the Widowmaker. Obviously, we know the drill about getting excited about offense picks until the match actually starts. But I got a feeling Captain's gonna stick with this.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. Widow good on both defense and arguably a little bit better actually on offense on an escort map like this. Let's see what he can do. Create space for his team to get on that payload and push it into Car Wash.
Yeah, they know they just have to do something about hitting up with this guy. This guy has been playing Widow with no contest all day long.
Yep, Utek, he's waiting in that high ground bridge area. He's waiting for someone to come in here, but now he jumps in. He goes onto the Captain in the backside. No wonder he's with him. They're diving this Widow. Pocketed by Cuban Pete, though, so he's going to stay alive. And maybe they've gone too deep.
Yeah, nice escape on a Captain there is now Albino Joe playing back towards the car.
Oh!
He gets sniped by Captain. The first snipe of the match. Eno goes down for his crimes, though. As Captain also finds a kill onto Utek. And no wonder he's playing very deep here. Finds Captain. I think he's going to get out. Gets out with 1 tick of health remaining. Cupid does get the res.
4 HP.
But this cart has never stopped moving.
Yeah, no wonder. He's just like, he's in the backside. He was diving with Utek. They try to chunk out Utek. He jumps away, but no wonder he's still back there, uncontested, taking out people left and right. He's now looking for a soldier and Widow in his sights. He has the pulse bomb.
There we go. Cap'n going down there. This is both DPS dead for Jeff from the Overwatch team. This Heron going to be able to easily raid into these tanks and supports at this point. And Shooter Guy goes for the charge and gets the elimination. And there's a very aggressive rocket barrage coming out. This should be close to a team wipe for Easy Clap.
Yeah, this is bad. I mean, the payload, it's in a tough spot. I mean, it's slowly moving its way back down to the the pit of this valley here in Car Wash, which would be a little bit better for the attacking side. But let's admit, I think they'll probably just go. Yeah, they're going for high ground here. They're just gonna look to fight the enemy, not the payload for now.
Yeah, but on the Tracer swap goes down early here, gets sniped.
The guys, Josh Danko, he was just on that right. He's pushing it. They're still pushing it for definitely the Overwatch team.
And here alone, but now this is maybe gonna turn into a good retake here for Easy Clap, as they are chasing down a Donnelly, no Wraith available. And the cart moved, but not far enough.
No. I mean, it's a good idea to try to draw them away from that high ground so they have to contest the point. But I think it might have been the wrong members. It was Reaper, Reinhardt at one point, and looks like Easy Clap there was just able to finish off the rest of them.
This is a deep play coming out of Easy Clap. They do have 3 ults available. Rocket Barrage coming out of here, and he buys 2 right away there. Looks like the deep play was worth it, as no one is on this cart or going to be able to get anywhere near it.
Yeah,
looking for a very aggressive res. Picks Scotch up, but Kappa goes out at the same time. This is still advantage 3-ish in favor of Easy Clap.
Yep, looking for some suicides there. They all either get to the edge or
They're just
goes down.
Dying fast enough here. Scotch is wasting so much time. This is awful from Scotch. He
oh no!
Die in resets.
I don't know if he kept chugging. Take a breather, man. He just gotta go down.
Oh, we know he's not a guy who's been playing Overwatch in the offseason. That's just a lack of game sense, and it cost his team pretty much their setup for this last fight.
Yep, it's just one final fight here for Jeff from the Overwatch team. But look at the ult economy for Easy Clap, dude. They're just storing everything. They're waiting for this one single fight. Valkyrie pops preemptively.
Even Pete has to res Cap in there, as this cart just stands still on the ground. Albano Joe still holding on to the Valkyrie. Now he's going to use it to res. No wonder. Beat coming out as well. And it's looking like a back end retake, maybe. But Shudai goes down. That's the first tank down. This is kind of an awkward split coming out of Easy Clap. But it doesn't matter with Garen pulling out big plays with the Rocket Barrage. Albano Joe gets the res onto the Mighty Wolf as well. And it's just the tanks remaining for Jeff from the Overwatch team. Scott's looking for a huge whole hawk here. And maybe gonna have a chance to get it, because he's putting out some good damage.
Yeah, there was no DPS alive for. Oh, there's no wonder now he's up contesting the point. But here it is, the tank line comes through from Easy Clap. Overtime's ticking down. Pulse bomb misses, but I don't think it will matter.
Yeah, Cabin buying some good time here on the Tracer. That's both healers down yet again for Jeff from the Overwatch team, with Albano Joe still alive for Easy Clap. And I think this heroic push finally comes to an end. And end it will. It's going to be a 3-0 in favor of Easy Clap. And, I mean, what can you even say to that besides Easy Clap?
There's really nothing else to say. It was a lot of domination out of Easy Clap today in this match.
Yeah, it was. Play of the game going to be Heron on the Pharah, who was just really popping off all match. Doing such a good job of capitalizing.
That's unfair. They're looking for a suicide. Overwatch algorithm, get this better.
I'm sure if Riot had a play of the game algorithm, it would have been better there. But 6 rocket barrages, 11 kills, feels like the story of that match. Heron was just... he finds the space that his team creates, and he was just exploiting the hell out of it all match long.
Yeah, I mean you have No Wonder running around on the ground on Tracer, and you have Heron in the sky. Two big DPS threats as we've seen in the first match from Easy Clap, and it's gonna be tough for teams to take that down. Yeah, that'll do it. A 3-0 for Easy Clap over Jeff from the Overwatch team. And up next, we'll just take a short break, guys. Stream will shut down for just a second, but up next, it's going to be the Tide Pod Challengers going up against Blabby's Dabs. Stay tuned.